together. Is the sound good? Is the trash cans where they need to be? Is everything? So you not only have to promote the event to get people to come out, but when people come out, what are they coming out for? How is the VIP? How is the seating? So all those details are very important to me, especially when I put on events for people. And I'm asking people to come in from all over the country. The people come in from all over the country for the barbecue fest and some of our other events, and just want them first class so they can tell their friends to come back year after year. A lot of major events started out small and now they're big. The Essence Festival started out small and look at it now. Bonnaroo started out small and look at it now. So my annual events are getting bigger and bigger
Yeah.
and bigger. So
It got so big. The last show we did outside, I say we because I go down there and work. It just worked to me. But we did. Y'all went to the gate, and I never seen nothing like this. This line was so long. People are waiting to get a show. And one thing I like about you, why is it on your shows that you have something for everybody? You have some gospel, you have some slow jam, you have some rap, you have some laid back music. Why is it that you have a variety of people on your show? And I thought it would never work. But I see the concept now. But telling people you got gospel there. I mean, you have 2 nights. You might have a gospel night. You might have an R&B night. You might have a jazz night. You might have a blues night. Why is it that you? Why did you do your shows like that?
Because you want to give people a little bit of everything. When you go to a music festival, you just don't want it to be a rap show or old school show. You want to give people a little bit of everything. You want to give people a little, I think our last show we gave people a little Poker Bear.
Yeah.
And we gave people some Tamar Braxton.
Tamar Braxton. Oh yeah.
And last show I think we gave people Leela James, but we gave them Drew Hill. Yeah. So we mix it up. We mix it up, and we had Manny Fresh. We had a bunch of people on the last barbecue festival. It was a 2-day festival. So yeah, we're excited about this coming year with the music festivals.
And it's so amazing, man, that you're a promoter. People respect you. I noticed that Snoop Dogg, Too Short, Dr. Dre, E40 came through your town. But one thing I like about you as a promoter, you're so humble. When you called me and said, let's work this show, I didn't know what show it was. I didn't know it was a show. When I got there, it's Snoop Dogg. And I'm like, I'm so glad I won a groupie. I'm so glad I'm just there to work. And we did an excellent job, man. We put on because of this man right here. We did a great job. We did an excellent job, man. It was amazing to meet them people. And shouts out to Warren G, this home. But what I like about it is the West Coast called him. Before the West Coast come on this side of the time of world, they call him. And this is about a respect thing. Sees it okay, how the area, we need your help. That's what I like about John, that he's opened up to everybody. Then when he goes to the West Coast, he called them, he respect them. If you want to bring a show over there, they call him over there. So it's about respect thing. This promotion business is a big business. People just think they can just get $300 rent a club out and do a show. John, tell us a little bit about my listeners that's listening right now. They want to be a big promoter, want to do big shows. What can they start at? Well, tell them how you started your career.
Well, I could say this is not easy. When I started, well, first of all, I've never had a job in my life. I've been doing this all my life. I've never worked. This is all I've done.
You never worked?
I always worked for John Smith myself.
He always worked for John Smith. Did y'all get that? That's him, John Smith.
Yeah, I remember 17 years old. I was in high school. I was the biggest party promoter in high school. So everybody came to my parties. I threw parties. I took National Guard Army in Nashville. I threw parties at different hotels in high school. So when I graduated from high school, I decided to stay in Nashville and take my talents to Tennessee State University. I went there, got in the SGA, and I was big at promoting at some of the major clubs back then, the Oasis and Fountain Square, the Malibu, and the Mix Factory. There were some big places in Nashville in the early 90s, and I was the one chief in organizing most of the shows. And a lot of these people a lot of these rappers that y'all see now, they were just kind of coming out then, and I was bringing them for shows. I was bringing the Too Shorts and the Lil Waynes and the Cash Moneys and the 8 Balls and MJGs, back in the 90s when they were first coming out. So yeah, that was fun, but it's really hard to in the beginning to get established and to build a brand that people respect. It's not easy, it wasn't easy, but I stayed at it, and God blessed me to I'm doing very well now. And then the uh, entertainment part of my business is a big part of my business, but the other part of my business is the marketing part of my business. And with marketing, we handle the printing and branding for political campaigns, for businesses, and all kinds of things. So we were blessed to print over 1 million pieces, 1 million signs for Bernie Sanders when he ran for president. We did we did all of Stacey Abrams printing when she ran for the governor of Georgia. Um, Michael Bloomberg, he ran for president. We were his printer. So we do a lot of printing for political campaigns. And one of my biggest clients is Tennessee State University. We handle a lot of their printing. But the fun part of business is the entertainment part, and it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to put up. You got to send deposits to these artists, then you got to put deposits on the venue, then you got to put money at the radio station, then you got to do the work in the street. So it's not easy, but I'm blessed to have more success than failures. Most of my stuff is pretty packed, and people come and support. So a lot of people, when they start, you put all this money out and nobody comes and you're in a hole. That you can't survive like that. But I've hit a lot of home runs, and I've been really, really successful at it. And I just blessed to still be in my 40s and still doing it.
Your 40s a millionaire, man. That's amazing how you just be in your 40s. But it's something he loved doing. But if you don't see the bad side when you have to go home to your family and your family asks you, man, is it you sure you want to do this show? You sure it's gonna be the right person? It's stuff behind the scene that y'all don't see. You gotta make sure the artist got their hotel. You gotta make sure you got the right food. Tell us about the routers that you've been renting to with the artists.
Right. So in the entertainment business, when you book an artist, they give you a contract and a rider. The contract states, hey, I want $100,000. You just send me 50 up front, and then once you send me the 50, I want my other 50 when I get there. But when I get my other 50, I don't want a check. I don't want no money order. I want cash money, $50,000 money, or before I take that stage. That's a lot of pressure on a promoter and somebody that's doing business. You sold all these tickets, and you got to have these people money before the show can go on. So it's just a lot of responsibility. And then on top of that, each artist has a rider, and each rider is different depending on the artist. And you could deal, I deal with all kinds of artists, and like Snoop. I think he wanted Don.
He wanted Don. That Don.
1942.
You had to go to the liquor store. Let me tell you, man. This man went to the liquor store. Tell me how much it costs, man. Tell me how much it costs. I don't even want to talk about it. I got mad.
It's like $600 some a bottle. We had to find it. First of all, it's like a rare liquor that not too many liquor stores carry, but it was a Don Julio 1942. It was a big bottle. And
hold on, they the kicker. Then I got there. They want tell them what kind of cars they want. They want special cars.
Yeah. So the ride, basically what he's saying is each artist has the requirements as they're not staying where you want them to stay at. They got to stay. The room has to be approved by the management. It has to be a Marriott or some kind of high level 4 or 5 star hotel. I think the guys were at Lowe's Vanderbilt. So
yeah, they were well.
Yeah, so it's
all over the city.
All over the city. So yeah, a rider. I've had artists that want Dom Perignon. They want roses. They want pink Skittles. So you got to go through the Skittles and take all the other colors out and leave pink Skittles.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they want
right.
they want some singers. Avant, he wants hot tea. Because his voice, he wants to have hot tea before he goes on. So yeah, each rider and everybody's particular, and it's just a lot to deal with when you're dealing with these artists. You're dealing with your customers. You're dealing with your team. You're dealing with a whole bunch. And it's great when the show is going well and you made your money and you can pay everybody. But the show don't go well, you got to dig in your pocket or make a phone call or do something.
Yeah, and then we're talking about, and he's not playing with $30,000-$40,000 shows. Each show he do probably a half a meal or meal. You got to think about $1 million responsible for all that. So there's a lot of pressure on him. And then one of the shows I was at, they asked him to get some trailers, like what's it, the mobile homes. They want something. They want a bed. They want a kitchen for what? I don't know what they want it for, but that's what they want on a rider, and he have to provide it. Have to provide it.
Yeah.
They might want to lay down before the show start. They might want to cook something before the show start. They might want to take a shower. He got to provide it. It's a lot on. Then you got to deal with the city of Nashville. That's another thing. City of Nashville, you got to be out at a certain time. If you're at a park, I had to learn the hard way because that was my job that night. I had to learn the hard way. While he over here paying the artist, doing his thing, my job is coordinating, make sure everything go right. I have to answer to his wife and his family. Because if I don't do my job, they're going to be mad at me because that's supposed to be my boy and I'm supposed to get his back. I'm up in training with this. So they look at me, so I don't want to make them mad because they got other stuff they got to deal with. They got to worry about Tamara Braxton at the hotel. You get to the hotel, she talking about she outside. She not outside. And the driver sitting out there, they arguing back for her. She just want them to sit out there anyway, if she out there or not. So this kind of stuff like that, you got to. He get a phone call. They get you there. Million people call this phone, want to get in free. Why is it one free ticket? We got time for this a show. You buy a ticket, you got to get the ticket. They got to deal with security and check. It's just so much in putting this show. But I'm just so amazed to have the hottest promoter. And when I say the hottest promoter, because he's going to the Bridgestone Arena, packs it out. He goes to the dog park, the racetrack in Nashville, packs it out. The Fall Fest came to Nashville. Guess what he had to go through? He had to go through him to get the approval, just to make sure it's going to be all right. At the end of the night, it was his show because he had to run everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. People don't realize we got people coming from Kentucky, Indiana, Detroit, New York, flying in for his shows. Chattanooga come out in big numbers. They'll come out of Nashville, they come out of Chattanooga. I still ain't understood they did. Because Chattanooga don't have nothing to offer our artists. We don't have enough land here to put a show on. Without getting a noise violation, not like Nashville. John will block the whole street off and it'd be okay with Nashville. Because he bringing revenue to the city. When he eat, the whole city eat. Every restaurant eat, every hotel game, every rental car place, every limousine service, everything on Broadway is eating that night. Because after the show, they go out to party. Before the show, they go eat. This man's a big asset to Nashville. This man on there, he's the biggest thing at Tennessee State University. I have called him many times on the phone. His kids around these streets and want to play sports, did not get a scholarship. I called John. John gets on the phone, make a phone call to somebody, come and have a tour at the school. That's the kind of man I'm dealing with. That connection. He's in the community, involved. The mayor, the city council. I thought I knew the mayor. This guy, I work for him every day. But this man go there, that's John Smith. Leave him alone. He's all right. He don't want to drive on the wrong side of the road. Police pull us over. And they was Tennessee State. We're on the wrong side of the road. John Smith. How you doing to the police? Hi, John. Because he making everybody eat. Tennessee State homecoming. Blocks the whole street off of John Smith. The whole street parade going out there. We ain't worried about Tennessee State. I used to worry about Tennessee State band. But when I'm in the car with John Smith, everything stops. The president gets out and waves at John Smith. Everybody got John Smith hats on. This is how big this man is in Nashville. He allowed me to be a part of his life, his blessing, because he don't let everybody around him. He don't let everybody around him. That's why I'm so highly favored and blessed. God has placed people in my life that's helping me want to see my goals succeed. He passing it down. He's not stingy, but he don't put up for foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It be times when I have to tell his mom and his sister, John have to call you back. His own mom and sister, because he's busy. Because it's a business. He loves his parents. They got VIP. But right now, in that time to talk to, they have to talk to me because he got to deal with other stuff. This promotion stuff is big. Got 3 or 4 security running around him in his show because, everybody wants to promote him. But you'll never know who he is because he's humble. He's nice. And that's why he going to keep on doing big and better things. John telling us hot outside. We got more shows coming there. This is the beginning. Got a club. We got Kim tomorrow. Got Babyface. And when I say we, because I can just drive up anytime, but I got to work. I can't never enjoy the show. I got to work. I can drive up anytime, get a show. But tell them the next show, I need y'all to get tickets to the show outdoor. This show's outdoor, right?
Yes, it's indoors.
You gonna do that indoor show?
We're back at Bridgestone. We're gonna do outdoor shows in September.
Okay, so tell them what you got coming on and the next show you got. Not tomorrow's show. You got Babyface and Kim tomorrow night and Sherry, Sherry show. I was on her show 2 weeks ago when I was in New York. And she'll be there tomorrow. But tell us what you got coming up next.
Yeah, it's the Funky Nashville tour, and it's July 2nd at Bridgestone, and it's starring Zap, Morris Day and the Time, Cameo, SOS Band, the Barcades, Midnight Star, Lakeside, and Original Mary Jane Girl. So it's like a good old school show, and it's July the 2nd, and you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster.
But when you was talking about these shows, man, I want to say rest in peace to Young Dolph, man. We brought him probably
Yeah. And,
how long ago was that? For the draft?
Yeah, for the draft. You brought him for the draft, yeah.
Yeah. He was a young man. I didn't, people said you need to bring Young Dolph. I brought him, but yeah, I just hate that he lost his life like that, man. And I was at the times I was around him, he was a very respectable, and hate to see him gone.
Yeah, you've been around the best of the best. I remember when we was with Doug and Fresh. John don't pay them entertaining no team. He John Smith. Who am I? John Smith. And it's amazing, man. He be around $1 billion of people. It don't excite him. Because guess what? Y'all got to come see John Smith. You know what y'all don't realize? John is the biggest plug to me instead of artist. You know why? The artists are looking for work. The promoter's like a temp service. We get an artist work. Without the promoter, the artists don't eat. I don't care. The Wall Show ain't number 1 day a year. And they want the BT Awards ain't number 1 a year. MTV Awards ain't number 1 day a year. But they want the artists that just coming up for free for TV. He make artists eat. You can be in the studio 1,000 times, but if a DJ and a promoter don't book you, who are you? I don't care who you are. Lil Wayne, NBA Youngboy. We had them all. Old school, new school. But if John don't book you, if you want to come to Nashville, Knoxville, anywhere on the side of the world for a big show, you got to go through John. You got to. You got to go. It ain't no way around it. Because if you try to go around John, guess what the other promoters call? They're going to call John on his phone and say, I'm coming through. Who's this cat right here? That's why I'm saying you got to be a relationship with people. When you're in a promoter game, you got to respect each other. You can't be a hater towards each other. He just sit at home, his phone ring. We coming through. Who's this promoter right here? They ask each other. How's his numbers looking? Who is he? Is he credibility? You don't ever want to call John Smith. I don't care who you are. He can shut you down overnight. You think you're doing a show tonight, but tomorrow he got it overnight. I can see it with his 92Q radio station. He got his own radio station. Like I got WTV. He got his own radio station. He'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and promote every minute on a minute. He can make your day miserable if he wants to. That's why I respect him. He's so humble and kind and nice. Never get mad. He just cuts you off. I don't see him fire people on the spot. Don't never back. But one guy, he didn't come back because he had a heart for him because he really liked him. You just got sometimes you got to learn who house you in. You got to learn to respect. So John Smith, y'all, the hottest promoter, John Smith Marketing on Facebook. Got 1.1 million. I remember when you first started, talking about share it. I like, man, you almost 50 years old trying to share this. But then it's working out for him. He makes signs. You want something printed, whatever you want advice. He charges consultation time. If you want to be a promoter, if you want to get started, he'll show you. You call him up. He's very humble. He answers the phone for anybody. That's one thing I got to get him to start doing. Answer the phone for anybody because everybody's intentions ain't right. But if you want to learn how to be a promoter, I'm going to bring him back and we're going to do a class and pay him. Y'all going to pay for a class and bring him back. He's going to show you how to be a real promoter. We're going to teach a class to something. We're going to bring John Smith back to Chattanooga. It might shoot out to Atlanta too because it's very known that people want to do shows, but how do you do shows? There's legwork to it. How to get the flyers made, how to call a radio station, how to get the tickets printed, what do you do security, how do you lay out each area? Because he have an area where you pay $1,000 for a table, or you can sit here, you can see here, and it's like the rate. The farther you get back, the cheaper it is. But everybody still got a good seat because guess what he'll do? He'll go buy 2 screens and put the screens up, and the people in the back can still see the show good. So in his show, the seats ain't never bad. The seats ain't never bad. I just John Smith, man, it's amazing to sit here in the studio with you and by me. I done went viral 4 times. I've been with every entertainer, but by hanging with you, you boosting my resume up, man. You boosting my resume up. You so humble that when people see me on TikTok and Instagram like this, they do. Just like this morning, we went to breakfast this morning. It's a crash. We went to breakfast. A girl, I walked up. The whole kitchen stuff came out because Tony Boston was in the house. But I'm like, do y'all know who that is? Do y'all know who that is? I walked in a Marriott this morning to eat breakfast. He come in to eat breakfast. The whole kitchen stuff came out. The white boy, black boy. Oh, this one girl said, this is Tony Boston. I finally see you in person. See you in person. I'm so humble. You can see me. She reiterated to my fan, to the Marriott. I like to send shouts out to the Marriott Hotel downtown Chattanooga. To the young lady that worked the front desk. I appreciate for you watching me and support me. And I met you personally. And I don't like groupers, so that's why I didn't sign the autograph. Because I'm a humble person. But I said, do y'all know who he is? He passed the torch on to me. That's why I feel so blessed. Who was I meeting? It was about Tony Balls. I appreciate y'all. But look who was I meeting. The most important dude in the music game. in the music game. John tell me when they go to Vegas, go to festivals, he don't sit back there. They say, "Come on, John, let's go." They go in the front. Sharice and John, come on, let's go to the front. Let's go. And that's a blessing, man. Y'all don't realize how good God to him, to me. What I learned from him, son, stay humble. No matter what you stay humble. Then I get on his outfits. If you never go to the show, his promoter, you can tell he's full of himself. Every show he got his own clothes. He don't wear no polo. Wear no polo. And he got some, and he very consistent what he wear. He stands out different than everybody. He don't dress like nobody. He got his own style. He's his own person. That's one thing I like about him. That's John Smith, man. It is not just to boost him up, but I just appreciate him for coming on my radio station. And our numbers are going here, WTP. We nonprofit, man. We're making a move. We got people work for Disney, work for us. We got Gil, the engineer. Our station just took off in 4 or 5 months, man. We one of the hottest stations. We got other radio stations changing their format for us. But to have John Smith in the studio, the man, everybody listen to the radio every day. Y'all hear them artists, but he deal with them artists. He deal with them. He signed contracts with them. He making them eat. He put food on their table so they can feed their family. If it weren't for John Smith or the shows in Nashville or halfway to Florida, Atlanta, them artists won't be eating. This man write big checks to see somebody else blessed to eat. When he told me I'm bringing Rick Ross and G's on the same night. I'm like, man, who you think you is? Who gonna be able to get Rick Ross and G's? To him, it just worked. But guess what? They showed up in Nashville. People, He like, man, come on, man. We got to put this show on. This is a game plan. We got to do this. Don't be no groupie. We got to keep moving. Hit the stage, feed them, see what they want, and let's get out of here. Next, it's work to him. Because tomorrow, when everybody all going home and going to sleep, everybody tomorrow, when Sunday comes, the show on Saturday, guess who left cleaning everything up? Guess who left answer to the city of Nashville? It still got to work. He don't get no sleep by Tuesday. Then when he get home, I like, John, you got to do this next week. Oh, I forgot. He don't got time to lay down. He don't have time to lay down because guess what? He got another show coming up in 2 months. And this show is going to be bigger. It's just amazing to see the blessing in my studio and get a picture and put on him on the wall. He's a legendary to me because I'm up and coming and I did a lot of things around the world. But when I hooked up with him, man, it just boosted me up even a little more. I'm that dude. When y'all see Tony Ball say, "Oh, he out of town with Floyd Mayweather," it's because of John Smith. It's because somebody believed in me, and my job is to take my blessing and show somebody else. But I'm like, John, I'm not gonna. He's showing me right now how not to put up for foolishness. He's showing me, he grooving me right now. Don't put up for foolishness. Everybody not on your level, son. This what you eat. This what you drive. This what you wear. He's showing me this. This man took me to his. I went to his family house. How many people really gonna take you to their family house? Tell us he stay home. Come. I said, man, let's go to the restaurant. He said, nah, my auntie cooking some fish over here. I met his cousin walking there with a curl. That guy, that dusky guy with a curl. So they stay there. They just open their doors up for me, man. Do you realize what I'm saying? They open their doors up for me. Who I mean? Now I go to Nashville. That's John, boy. That's John Smith's son. That's what they say. You talk crazy about John, he gonna get you. That's John Smith's son. You don't talk to him, no, you talk to me. Because what you got to say to him, you can say to me. If I don't feel like it's approved, I'm not gonna bring it to him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of spirit God gave us. And he go to church. He love the church. I don't know how he do it. He's just so busy. And he got one to slow down and go on vacation, but he can't. Because when he goes to a show in Florida, he try to take a vacation, he'll figure something wrong because he's what promoters do. Then he'll come and correct it. Bring the same show with the Nashville and say, hey, I got a show in Florida. I'm going to Midwest to help somebody with a show. And he corrects it. He never talk bad about nobody. He's always here to help people. And one thing I like about him is that if you're handicapped, you come to this show, they got a section on the outside where he makes sure the handicapped people see. It's crazy. He got people work for him. Everybody got John Smith marketing red shirts on, got John Smith hats on. He gonna make it right. He gonna make it right. And that's one thing I like about him, man. He stick with the same team, same radio person he got. And I can't knock him. That's his people. Same engineer he got to do a show, his people. No, when John, he making people eat, man. Who gonna make 100 people eat in one night? That's from the engineer. They mic up the. I see they mic up the drums. They mic up the guitars. Everything mic'd up. It's a light skin guy to run it, but he got to pay 50 people. You know what I'm saying? Got to pay the arena. Got to pay the police officers. Got to pay the bathroom people. You got to pay the ice man. How many people got the ice coming to their shows? The ice company asked Miss Smith, how much ice you need? Just pay us later. The ice people now. They asked me, I thought I was doing something. The ice people. Outdoor show, ice is the most important thing. Somebody pays, I get too hot, I get them ice. Somebody drinking a drink, they want ice. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, man. Mr. Smith, what you want? Mr. Smith, what you want? So I just thank God for John Smith. We're going to commercial break. Can you put a little Kim, a little Babyface or something we got going on? Tomorrow, don't forget, in Nashville, it's going down with Kim and Babyface. I don't know how the ticket sales are. I won't be there. But I might just drive up tomorrow and see John in this show tomorrow. He doing so much, but he bringing money to Bridgestone Arena, y'all. He bigger than the Tennessee Titans in Nashville. The arena, I seen it because he bringing money to the arenas where people come enjoy yourself. This is your man, sorry man, T-Boss with John Smith. That laid back style tomorrow in Nashville with John Smith, Babyface. I know his family get tired of him because he got them on the road. When he up, they up. When he up, they up. His family got to drink coffee every morning. Got to drink coffee and go to a hookah just to keep up with John Smith. Hey, it's 423-713-7614. 423-713-7614. If you got questions for John Smith. So, John, it ain't over yet because I heard you say you got something to do with a classic coming up.
Yes, the Southern Heritage Classic. This might be the last one.
Why?
Jackson State got the big head. But no, this is part of my 13th, 14th year working with one of my friends, Fred Jones, in Memphis, Tennessee. He puts on the Southern Heritage Classic, and I handle the marketing for the classic. And Jackson State got out of the Classic, but got back in the Classic. So Jackson State and Tennessee State game in Memphis, Tennessee it's coming in September, and we're excited about that. But the Classic is probably going to still go on, but probably with a different opponent after this year.
After this year, man.
Deion Sanders, man. You know.
Deion Sanders, man. I hope y'all messing up. We got to take a trip to Florida to see Deion. You know my little girl go to college.
Okay.
My little girl is her first year at Jackson State University.
He's in Mississippi.
Yeah, but he live in Mississippi.
But no,
I know school is.
School is in Mississippi.
Yeah, but we gotta go down and see. I know when I was at Brandon High School, they had a class and we was in Mississippi. We gotta go down and see him. Yeah, my little girl left Florida and went to that school. Yeah, we got a caller calling in on the radio right now. You with WPTP, this is man, sorry, man, Tony Boston. Good afternoon. Who's on the telephone?
This is Dr. Woods, the founder and CEO of WPTP Radio. And I wanted to thank the young man, Mr. John Smith, for coming by to WPTP. I've enjoyed his show all day today. And I wanted to let him know I am so proud and so happy for him, as we always practice excellence when we do things the way he's doing. So many people get blessed, and I love him, and I wish God will bless him continuously and continue to increase his territory. You are always welcome to come by WPTP 100.1 FM in Chattanooga. We have open arms for you, and whatever we can do for you, please do not hesitate to reach out to our station. You got Tony Boston, the number one celebrity hype man. We are the number one jazz, gospel, and inspiration radio station, and we are global, all around the world. So we thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I noticed, Ms. Woods, that you're trying to do something. You're trying to bring a big show here. So it probably be the time we can talk to John about bringing the show to Chattanooga, because he been trying to tap into Chattanooga for the longest, but I told him no because I don't want him to lose his money. I mean, I told him no because it's not like Nashville. You know, Chattanooga wristwatch. They turn on, they turn off, and I don't want them to invest $500,000 and then nobody comes out. So the right time is coming. But John do want to tap in, and by you being a doctor, she's a doctor. She on a whole dentist practice. Hey, Dr. Woods.
Yes, sir.
He got the veneers in his mouth where he paid $50,000 for some teeth in his mouth.
So he met me. I've been in dentistry for 34 years. Not only do I do cosmetics, but I'm one of the top dentists in the world. I'm a PFA, Pierre Bouchard Fellow, which means they recognize me as being the top 2% of dentists in the world. So you can always come by and holler at me for dental needs if you need it. I'll take care of you.
All right.
I'll take care of you. And we got to change the image of Chattanooga. We've got to do better, and that's what we're there for.
Yeah.
We're there because we've got to help our people help themselves. And with people like you, we can make that happen. Let's work together.
Awesome.
Let's work together.
Awesome, Dr. Woods. Let's make it happen.
All right,
let's do it. Tony, don't be stingy. You share his contact with me.
Oh, so no, you gotta go through me. I work in the office. I
gotta go through you.
Yeah, you gotta go through. I work in the office. I gotta make sure you're right. I don't care how much money you got. I gotta make sure you're right. No, Dr. Woodgate. Hey, you know we're at WPTP. We're a family here. What I got is yours. What's yours, mine. You know I'm gonna take care of you. You know we're gonna take care. I'm gonna take care of you. All that. I got your back 100%. So whatever.
And I got you.
Yeah, whatever you need, we got it here. Let's go to the next. I think we got another caller. Dr. Woods, I thank you. And don't forget, at 1 p.m., Dr. Woods will be on the radio in the Woods. So y'all stay tuned to WPTP. Go ahead. All right, Dr. Woods, love you. All right. Auntie, you want to call in 4231? Auntie to call in 423-713-7614 because Auntie is a main role in John Smith marketing. She's a main role. So tell her what position Auntie plays.
She is the compliance officer. She makes sure that everybody's safe and make sure everything is done in order. She watches my back and makes sure I don't get sued.
Yeah, she right. Yeah, she compliance officer. Yeah, she watches everything, make sure all the paperwork right, and make sure he don't get sued. That's crazy as a promoter. See, y'all just think y'all can just take $100, $200 and put on a show and say, "Hey, let's do a show." This man got a compliance officer. He got security. He got somebody to make sure he eat right, make sure his dry cleaning right, make sure he got the gas in the car. Make sure Enterprise, the flights at the airport. He got so much to think about. He got
over hospitality too.
Auntie of hospitality. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
she makes sure all the artists are straight. She makes sure they straight.
make sure they straight.
All these artists got these special needs. She makes sure they
Yeah, make sure they straight.
Special needs. Man. Can I make an announcement, Tony? That
Yeah, make it do whatever. You can do whatever.
My alma mater, Tennessee State University, is having their undergraduate commencement Saturday, May 7th. 2022 at 9 a.m. at Hill Stadium at Tennessee State University. And I'm happy to announce our speaker is Vice President Kamala Harris. She will be speaking at my Tennessee State University's commencement May 7th. So the Vice President of the United States, who just got COVID, but hopefully she heals up and will be there on May 7th.
Kamala, she coming
to Tennessee State for graduation.
She coming to graduation. Okay.
She's the speaker.
She's the speaker.
Vice President of the United States. That's big.
Yeah, I'll be there. What date is on?
May the 7th.
May the 7th. She ain't got COVID, dude.
She does.
I can't go. She got COVID.
She 5 days. I mean, she's probably going to be over it by then.
Yeah, she'll be over it. I think they just say that for political reasons. She ain't got no COVID. She just said, they know the White House do that, try to serve the whole world. If she had COVID and it's hot outside, something wrong with her. I think she just need to sweat it out. COVID don't even like the heat. See, the other thing I know, that if you do the research, Dr. Civic, COVID don't even like the heat. You can't even catch COVID in the summertime. COVID don't even can't stand heat. So all that president stuff, Kamala Harris, y'all listen to the radio station, come on down to Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to be there for Tennessee State. Another thing I like about you, his best friend, Master P. Why y'all Master P do y'all like that? You know Master P better than I do. That's your boy. Master P is your boy. So why did Master P do y'all like that in Nashville?
Okay. Well,
I mean, I know you don't want to talk about it, but I got the T. I got community connection and T. I want to know why, because you was a diehard. You hung up my face just to talk to Master P, and I felt some kind of way. He said, Master P called. I don't care. Master P in Nashville with John Smith. You still you talking to Tony Boston. At the end of the day, Master P want the next show. We got to book him.
Yeah, I brought Master P in the 90s, but he don't remember the show. But it was a long time ago when I brought Master P in the 90s. But what happened was his son Hershey was looking for a college, and out of all the colleges in the United States, he picked Tennessee State University, my alma mater. And I was I got Alumni of the Year in 2020. The Alumni Association gave me Alumni of the Year. I do a lot for my university, but what happened was he got to the school and everything was going good. And his first day on campus, that's when I met Master P. And I drove a Master P around. We were trying to find his family a home because his son was going to be there for 4 years. So I spent time with him, driving him around, kind of showing him the Governor's Club and different places where he can live at. And we kind of hit it off then. And then he called me and said, John, I got a camp that I want to do for the young people in Nashville. And I helped him put on the camp. I did the printing. I did a bunch of stuff with the camp. And me and Master P, I guess he might be a few years older than me or whatever, but we kind of like, he kind of understand me. I understand him. And dude, he kept on calling me like every day.
I know he kept calling because I called you twice.
Yeah.
And you told me, I'm in Nashville.
Yeah.
Master P called. I'm like, Master P, John is the realest. What you want?
Yeah.
But he just wants you, but what he wanted you to do, he like your spirit, what God gave you. When he couldn't be there, he wants you to take care of his son.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I make sure you eat right. And so that's why I say you got a blessing in your life. You don't even know you got a call. You just do stuff the way it's worked to you. But to other people, you got a blessing from God. You one of the nicest persons, and that people can meet. You humble. You love your kids. I know your son got it made. Living up in Brentwood, up in Nashville. I'm like, this boy got everything he want, but you're so humble, and people respect you for who you are. You don't talk about it. You be about it.
Yeah, I think one thing, Tony, and I don't talk about it a lot, but BB Winans and CC Winans came into my life when I was like 16 years old. They moved to Nashville. They were living in Detroit all their life, but they moved to Nashville. And he started going to my church when I was like 15, 16 years old. And I was doing the sound, and I was young, and I was, but what happened was he was married. Him and his wife, they liked me. And basically, I started spend a lot of time with BB and his wife and traveling and going on tour. So I was exposed to the entertainment business real early. And I had the chance to travel and go on tour with them. Spent a lot of time with Whitney Houston because, Whitney and BB and Cece were very close. And swimming and playing Uno as a young guy. That was a very had a big impact meeting these stars, and everywhere I go, he introduced me as his son. BB was just a big impact in my life, and he still is. We talk all the time and everything like that. But I think that had a lot to do with me wanting to get in the entertainment business and stay in the entertainment business. Just being around him. They're big now, but when I was around them in the 90s, 80s, like late 80s, 90s, they were, kind of really getting started and kind of waiting on checks and trying to figure their life out too. But they're really successful, multi Grammy Award winners now. But that being around them really impacted me and this entertainment stuff.
Man, you a Grammy Award winner too. You run Nashville. You run Tennessee State University. You run Bridgestone Arena. You run a Dog Park. You run a Titan Stadium. You the man with it. I tell you how much power he got. When Tennessee State plays or the Titans play, he can go anywhere in the stadium he want to go. But guess where he want to go? He gonna go one seat. It's always a seat in back behind the goalpost. He want to sit there. He can go eat here. He can go there. But he didn't want to leave me. He told me to come on, but then I wasn't ready for that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to sit down, all that walking, this other. He's so humble. He said, "I'm gonna sit right here with my friend." He said, "I'm gonna sit right here." He could have went over there, ate with the millionaires and all that. He see him later. And that's one thing I respect about him. You know who your true friend is. You know that? And it's just good to have judgment. So if y'all just not tuning on, y'all go back and watch this show. It's amazing. If you want to be a promoter, learn from the best in the world, not in town, in the world. I got another caller for the call in. Let's see what she's talking about before we get off of here. Caller.
Hey.
You live with WPTP. This is Celeb 8 Man and John Smith. May I help you? Who's calling in?
This is Auntie.
Auntie, you the one make John Smith marketing the biggest like it is around the world. You the one, if it wasn't for Auntie, so you're in Nashville. Auntie's in Nashville. Auntie, tell us your role. Why you, okay, Auntie, let me put it like this. How do you keep John Smith straight?
I do not keep John Smith straight.
What you do?
Because you are all a team.
That's right.
There's not a big I or a little you. We're all a team.
Right.
How you can't really keep John Smith straight. You just got to straighten everything around him.
Yeah, you're right. So, Auntie, tell us about your role by doing these shows. You don't like to be in a limelight. You always be in the back. If it ain't right, you get it correct. If the paperwork ain't right, you get it correct. You get the police in check. I don't see it. You get the arenas in check. You get the workers in check. What makes you so? I mean, how do you get that fear? What made you so powerful like that?
Well, I'm a risk manager by trade.
You what?
That's what I do. I'm a safety and risk manager.
Okay.
So I make sure everything is safe. And Don and Joe and the celebrities, everyone is protected, and that we can put on a fabulous show for the people that have spent their hard-earned dollars to enjoy.
Right. But you so humble. I mean, I don't see you mad twice. But it was all business. But at the end of the day, you told them, baby, this is business. You told the people you still love them, but you mean business when you mean business, and you just keep it moving. I know she told one person one time, you want to get paid? She didn't care. And I'm like, Auntie, they on TV, they in a movie. They want to get paid? She mean what she say because she has a job. She got to make sure when they in Nashville, they safe. And if something happened to Auntie, tell me, what if something happened to one of them entertainers while they're in Nashville? We all in trouble, ain't we?
Of course, because let me tell you, John Smith is an African-American male in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're talking about the South. So if anything is out of order, if all your dots on your I's are not and your T's are not crossed, then they're going to call a foul. So it's my job to make sure that there's no foul.
That's a hard job. And we talk about Nashville where Auntie, tell us the cost of living in Nashville. Like right now, a house is going for $500,000 or more. I know the hotels are $400 a night there now. So that's a big city. Y'all growing. You got the Titans. You have NCAA basketball. You got the golf people. And for y'all to be in the midst, I respect both of y'all. Because when I met both of y'all, man, it's like y'all are doing shows in Nashville. That's the music country, the music country of the world. The hottest music country music city there. But y'all, some kind of way, get y'allself in there and do shows. Y'all let them know we John Smith Marketing and we're going to make it happen. So, Hunty, how you feel about working with John Smith this summer and what we're looking forward towards this summer from you as the head chief operator?
Well, we always try to strive to be bigger and better. We try to give our clientele a wonderful experience, because you did mention something about the cost of living in Nashville. So we really do appreciate all the people coming out to the shows, because that is showing that they are spending their hard-earned dollars that they can be using as the economy goes up on something else. But we all need an outlet, and we want to give them that entertainment outlet here in Nashville. Now, I do want to dispel a myth that you just said. You said it's the country capital. It's not. It's the music.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I got them country
because
people.
We have not only just that other marketing. That's those other marketing people.
Okay.
But I want to say we have gospel. We have some of the largest gospel artists living right here in Nashville.
Wow.
We have some of the largest R&B acts living right here in Nashville.
Mm.
You know, so John Smith, see, I've been knowing John since he was doing high school gigs.
Oh, high school gigs.
He used to do high school gigs.
He's a multi-millionaire high school kid now. That's my buddy, my dude. I ain't gonna step on it. Auntie, I ain't gonna hold you long.
I appreciate you, Tony.
Yes, ma'am.
John, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of both of you all. And I wish you the best. I'm going to continue to. I listen to you, Tony. I watch you. You may not know I'm watching you, but I am.
Yeah, I need your mind to you work for Joe. You work for me too. I don't want to get sued either. So you just keep on watching. If I do something wrong, make sure you call me. Make sure you call me if I do something, because you never know what I might do. That's why I'm Celebrity Hype Man. I need you on my team too. Just let me know how much the invoice is at the end of the day. Auntie, I got to wrap it up. And I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for calling in from Nashville. And I hope you going to the show tomorrow to see Babyface and Kim.
No, Auntie is a little under the weather.
Oh, you under the weather? Oh, how you feel? You ain't got COVID too, do you? You know the heat don't like COVID. You got COVID. How y'all get COVID in this heat? I'm coming to Nashville. I'm praying for you. I'm going to test you again. I'm going to Vanderbilt with you in the morning. All right. Auntie, I love you. May God bless you. May keep you and may stick you. All right, love you. Y'all don't forget tomorrow night it's going down. My man right here, John Smith, got Babyface and Kim in Nashville tomorrow with my girl, Sherry Shepard. I just left her show in New York, and she's doing all right. Sherry, when you come to Nashville, you're on my side of the world. It's, you show respect to me. I might just come tomorrow just to say hey back to you, because you know the Wendy Williams show is cool. You supposed to be taking over in September, but Wendy says she coming back, so we're gonna see what the deal is. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow in Nashville. John, man, I really appreciate you sitting and see. We gotta take a picture, put this on the wall. You are the legendary promoter. This is your man, Celebrity Man T. Boston. Don't forget, if you go to jail today, call All-Star Bundy coming. All-Star Bundy coming. I'm the owner and the CEO, but I got my workers. They working right now, so the number 423-413-7090. All-Star Bundy. I'm your man, Celebrity Man T. Boston. Catch you next Saturday. The hottest thing in the world from 12 to 1 right here at WPTP. I am your man, T. Boston. Let's get it.
Mom, Dad just went to jail.
What? Oh my gosh. Let me call Tony Boston with All-Star Bundy Company.
Chattanooga, this is your number one bossman, Tony Boston. More than 19 years of experience here in the Chattanooga area. I decided to move on and let God's blessing take me to a higher level. Thank you for supporting me at All Star Bundling Company. The number is 413-7090. All Star Bundling. I am Tony Boston, and I approve this message. 413-7090. 413-7090. All-Star Bundling Company. Here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we service East Ridge, Red Bank, Sauter Daisy, Juvenile, Collegedale, and Hamilton County.